Uh-oh, we got a jam here. Pause that for 1 second, if you will. Kaleido, Christina, Chris, Halloween, and they got a new way to do the photos here on StreamYard, so this thing is currently stuck. Hang on while I enter a different way here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday night. I am, in fact, here, but a little change. There we go. Get the other reality out of there. There we go. Wow. So they kind of changed the way they do photos here on StreamYard. JD Wolf, of course, in the house. I'm here. We're glad to see the blocks change. I kind of goofed up with everything here. Anyway, I did clone myself. That's pretty neat. That's my Halloween costume. I'm also a pharaoh. Well, at least I got pharaoh headgear because the good people at Amazon blew it tonight. So no, how do we get the photos back? Default camera, got all that. Where are the photos? Oh, Lord. We got a real mess on our hands. Anyway, good evening, everybody. It's Tuesday night, a very scary Tuesday night, as we celebrate another Halloween Spooktacular week. We've got a great program for you tonight. We got two amazing guests. And as soon as I figure out how to get the pictures back, is somebody out there uses StreamYard and knows how to get these? Oh, there you go. It's actually pretty neat. Got the backdrop in there. They got all different kinds of, they got the basic me there. But me isn't the problem. The problem is the pictures. Oh, Lord. All right, how about we go back here? There we go. Now we figured it out. Man, what a mess. Solo, of course, tonight. Bri Teller had a last-minute emergency. Thank you, JD. The whole costume itself is pretty darn cool. It's this black robe with the big centerpiece and all that good stuff and a snake. But tonight I kept it simple. It's a little pharaoh hat. I was supposed to come on with nothing because, like, I missed it. I missed costume night. Steve Higgins in the house. I just saw your daughter a few minutes ago on the screen as my wife Cassie continues her bass lessons by the amazing Sarah Higgins. Thank you, Sarah. Kinsey King, yeah, man, we pulled a little something out for tonight. The Yo Show, because we are the pharaoh, the king, whatever we are, of Tuesday night. And that is it, Tuesday night right here. We got an awesome show coming up for you around 8:30 this evening. I'm actually going to take on two of these awesome horror ladies this evening to one of our absolute favorites and one that's brand new to us. So coming up around 8:30 tonight, the amazing Lydia Manson is back in the house, and she brings with her Sushii Savette. How about that doubleheader? The girls have done a few movies together. They do horror, they do cosplay, they do all that great stuff, and we are going to have them out here tonight around 8:30 to chat about Halloween and horror movies and what's new with two of the best. Jason Rushman in the house. Yo, Jeff, what's up? Hope you're having an incredible night. So my friend hooked me up with this girl. She's supposed to come over tonight and stay for a few days. Woo! Need to hear the details. JD Wolf, I agree. We love Lydia. My Lydia shirt, when you don't think ahead, this is what happens. I wore my Lydia shirt a couple nights ago. It's now in the wash, and it's not ready for this evening. So, again, blowing it. I just don't get what's up with me tonight. I also don't get what's up with some of these banners tonight. But keep sending them. I need them. And a reminder, of course, support and drink the great Yuengling Lager. Yuengling, America's oldest brewery since 1829. Traditional lager, original amber beer, DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, PA, 17901. Sponsor us. You can have this great stuff weekly. Delicious. We got a lot to talk about. Well, we got stuff to talk about. And, of course, like I said, Sushii and Lydia around 8:30. one more time on the banner, because the banner rocks. Look at him, too. Awesome. And Lydia's got that knife. I love that picture. Lydia has sent me autograph photos, some great, cool stuff. But I love that one. I love it. Can't wait to have her again and talk to her. It's been a while. Not that long of a while, but a little while. I think it says Sushii's new house. We're excited for that. So we're going to play a couple Halloween songs for you and songs of Halloween themes. I did come up with a top 5, even though it's just me. Perfectly okay. Bri Teller says she's going to try and come in with us later. We hope so. If not, we'll catch you next week, I guess. Whew, jeez, listen to that. Top 5 songs with horror creatures in them. Some way, some form, some kind of horror feature. Favorite Halloween candy is easy. It's 100 grand, the end. And we did that. We did that a couple times, me and Joel. Top 5 songs of horror creatures, and then number 5, the Cranberries and Zombie. And I tell you what, man, you go to Nashville, Tennessee, and you go to some of these bars with these bands singing cover. It's like the number 1 song out there. And it's a great song to be covered, and a great band, Cranberries. Zombie at number 5. Number 4, Rob Zombie, a little twist on that, Dragula. Rob Zombie was almost our Halloween costume. Didn't quite happen. See, Halloween themed song. May you like it? Lydia looked very sexy in those photos. Lydia is sexy. They're both sexy, but they're both awesome actresses, too. Witch Doctor. Okay. You're working with me now. Number 4, Dragon. Number 3, and you would never guess this to be on my top 5, but I'm in love with this song, and I found it kind of by accident, and it's Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo. That's right, you heard me. I am digging this song. I know it's not a typical Jeff song. Welcome to My Nightmare doesn't have an actual horror creature in it, though. Gotta watch that. Number 2 is the Monster Mash. It's Bobby Pickett and the Crypt Keepers. Tried to do it one year on the program when we went live from Murphy's Ballroom, and they tried to edit that whole part out. Terrible. There's something scary for you. Me smoking crap. Not that kind of crap. Number 1, it's easy. We heard the man's name mentioned, Alice Cooper. Feed My Frankenstein. Alice is the creature. I buy that. I almost did an Alice Cooper face or a Rob Zombie face. I wanted to do a Fred Durst face. I did none of those. Tonight you just get a Pharaoh head, and tomorrow night, no idea. Thank you, bro. Top 5. Let's go through it again. Top 5 songs with horror creatures in them. And number 5 is Zombie by the Cranberries. Number 4, Rob Zombie and Dragula. Neat little thing I did there. Number 3, once again, I said it. After the show, check it out. Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo, because I love this song. I do. I know it's not typical Jeff. I love it. Number 2, Bobby Pickett and the Crypt Keepers, in case anybody's wondering who sings that song. Monster Mash at number 2. And number 1, it is the one and only creature himself, Alice Cooper, and Feed My Frankenstein. Top 5 songs with horror creatures in them. Boy, oh boy, good evening. I'm going to tell you, we're going to start off with some sad news. And I don't know if I have, I thought I had the, I do, I got them up here. A couple of rest in peace, of course, Phil Lesh, one of the original members of the Grateful Dead, one of the founding members, bass player, and just a long-time great musician. And, of course, the Grateful Dead, one of those bands that people just kind of followed and partied in the parking lot and was kind of taken over by Jimmy Buffett and kind of made tailgating what it is today. So what the heck, man? Rest in peace, Phil Lesh, the Grateful Dead, one of the innovators of cult following and, people just traveling and going to these Grateful Dead shows. Tough to see. Probably the end of the Grateful Dead. And rest in peace to the lovely Terry Garr. I couldn't believe Terry Garr was 84 years old. I remember growing up with Terry Garr as a teenager. My brother used to love Terry Garr. So that's like the sexiest girl. She was. There was something about Terry Garr that was very sexy. She was also very cool. Great actress. Funny, quirky, if you will. Kind of sad to hear. I know she had some disease she was battling with. We will miss the great Terry Garr. Rest in peace. 2 really great names that we lose this time of the year. We go from losses to wins. And our Philadelphia Eagles with a big win over the Cincinnati Bengals this past weekend. Actually played a little bit decent defense. Jamar Chase was tough. He gave us a hard time. But in the end, kept Joe Burrow in check. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns? 3 rushing, 1 passing? Not too bad, huh? Kind of like that stuff. Eagles are 5-2 right now. You're looking at the record, 5-2. How do you not love that? Especially when a lot of people talk smack about the Eagles. It's okay. Talk all the smack you want. Coming up next for the Eagles. Yeah, I did it to Cheeks. I forgot. The Jacksonville Jaguars. Doug Peterson comes back to Philly. We love you, Doug. You're still the only coach in Eagle history to win a Super Bowl. Doug Peterson and his Jacksonville Jaguars at 2-6 come to Philadelphia this week. 4:05 start. Go Birds. Go Birds. I did just over my 29th birthday this past Friday. Next year is 30. And it's all, bro, going to tell you right now, 30s is when life starts to get good. It gets fun. You get a little different approach, a little different mental approach. Your 30s are where it's at. Happy birthday to you, bro. Happy birthday, number 29. I know you'll be partying up. And don't get down about 30. It's a great time to be alive, 30. My 30s is when I kind of changed everything around. More outgoing and just, more me. More this, which you see right here. Next Thursday, I'll mention this again tomorrow night as well, but next Thursday, Jesus Christ. This Thursday, Halloween night, over at Sweeney's, a doubleheader as the dudes from Light and Sound are back at it. Our great friends Josh and Reese from Burden of Guilt, as well as Bellevue. It's right next this Thursday, Halloween. If you don't want to sit around and trick or treat with kids, or even after you're done with the kids, come on out to Sweeney's. Check out Light and Sound, the show they do. 2 amazing bands. Of course, our great friends Burden of Guilt and Bellevue, who you can find under the caption on Instagram, Bellevue Sucks. I love it. It's kind of like a Primus thing. I don't want to talk about Primus today. No, I'm upset. Michael Kennedy, sorry I was late. 30s are awesome. You're never late, bro. As long as you're here, we're happy to see you. And you're right, 30s are awesome. 30s have been good, Kinsey King. Tell them. Let's do it, bro. Get to your 30s. Trying to get this to cover myself a little bit. Make it more fluffy. What the hell? Amish Outlaws at Swig this Saturday. I got to get up there, dude. I'm sorry I missed Triple Rail, and I know it's like your band, and I know Jexa was there the one night, and we absolutely love Jexa here at the program. But we'll be doing it, dude. We'll be getting together and having a beer or two. Amish Outlaws sounds like a goodie. That is Swig this Saturday night. JD Wolf, I'll be eating all my kids' candies. Don't be sorry, bro. Get at it. If there was a way to teleport you to Sweeney's, we would do it, because it's a big doubleheader, Burden of Guilt in Bellevue this Thursday night, which is Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, around 8:30, as we said, Lydia Manson and Sushii Savette. I had to ask her how to say that. And she said, just go Sushii. If you want, it's Savette. I want, because I'm excited. I'll be eating my kids' candy too. Well, there's nephews here, and if they think that candy's going upstairs, oh, no, you don't. I don't have any videos of the ladies in action. I do, of course. I'm going to list, scroll them down the bottom. Their Instagrams, their IMDb's, because these are big-time stars here. They got the IMDb rankings, and I'll be showing that, and you can find these awesome ladies. They're super cool. They're great. They also do a lot of photo work, cosplay work, so we're excited for them. Great, great, great ladies. Of course, Lydia's been on here quite a few times. You've seen she's guest co-host, and she's been a guest a couple of Halloween programs. Last year, we didn't go to Lydia, and Jewel was like, do it about Lydia. And I adore Lydia. But we tried something different last year with Jessa Flux. We love Jessa as well. That's okay. There's plenty of episodes to go around. We're going to be here for a long time. Tomorrow night, just want to remind everybody, if you're in the area, feel free to stop by. Halloween Spooktacular Part 2. Cheyenne Edinger will be our guest co-host. And we welcome somebody that I love this woman, this character. Been dying to talk to her for years. Finally said, you know what, just do it. Tomorrow night, let's see what picture looks a little better. We're going to put both pictures up. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., it is the one and only Kelsey Living Good. This looks great there. This looks great there. Of course, Mischief the Clown is her main character. She does special effects. She's an actress. She does this great character, Mischief. Tomorrow night, Mischief Night. Mischief on Mischief Night. Cheyenne Ettinger, guest co-host tomorrow night. Yo Show Wednesday. As I said, no more Yo 2.0 or no more the Yo Wednesday, whatever. It's the Yo Show. This is the Yo Show. We do it 2 nights a week now. Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Holy moly. I tell you what, man. I love her. She is great. She's just super attractive, super cool. I reached out to her about this. She's like, sure, let's do it. And I was surprised how quickly I got her, too. I was a little nervous. Tom Gross, I agree. Kelsey is awesome. I'm so psyched for this to get her out here. Don't know how she's coming. Didn't tell her anything about costume or how to be. Whatever she be. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, right here, the Yo Show. Kelsey Living Good. Mischief the Clown on Mischief Night. Sneaky. And of course, Thursday night over at Sweeney's, Burden of Guilt in the house. It is that Jeff Charm, you know. Ring the bell. It is that Jeff Charm. She probably looked at me and said, I may be a married woman, but that guy's beard is hot. Probably not how it happened at all. Probably not. My wife thinks I'm pretty. All right, so it's about 8:20. Let's do another song. How about it? Like I said, it's Halloween time. We're going to play some Halloween songs. And one of our dear friends is going to be coming on the program in a few weeks. Laura Cheadle. She's got a Halloween song. It's called Medusa. Also known as a Halloween song. We're going to play it. Jeff looking like an Egyptian statue. Minus any of the muscles. Right now, for everybody, a little Halloween music. Laura Cheadle, Medusa, her new one. It's got copyrights and all, but remember, when it's on YouTube, you get permission. Let's hit it. We'll be back. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Countdown to Lydia and Sushii. This is the Yo Show Halloween Spooktacular with Jeff the Fado Perini.
Medusa, Medusa, you me alone. You keep looking just like Medusa, eyes open just like a monster. Watch out, she'll shape-shift you into stone. You keep looking just like Medusa, then I'm spewing just like a monster. You owe me Medusa. Then I'm spewing Medusa. You only love me when I'm tired. Two faces, Medusa. Then I'm spewing Medusa. You only love me when I'm tired. You keep looking just like Medusa. Then I'm spewing just like a monster. You only love me when I'm down. Medusa. Medusa. You only love me when I'm down.
All right, just a little bit of haunt there from Laura Cheadle, Medusa. Another great Halloween creature. Don't be scared. Laura is amazing. Speaking of amazing, let's get started. I know we're expecting 2 guests, but I want to get this one out here too because I am just one of the biggest fans of all time of this awesome person. Not just her acting, her personality and her podcast work and work she's done with us, and looks like she's got a little bit of a costume thing going on. Everybody, let's get started with this Halloween Spooktacular and welcome the one and only, the amazing Miss Lydia Manson. And oh, look at that. That's a badass looking glove, dude.
Oh, it's Spirit Halloween.
It is definitely, it really Spirit Halloween. That thing looks scary.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually scared of that thing. But we know I'm a
And
big
this is
chicken.
not staying in my head.
That's okay. It's hard with the headphones. I had to kind of work this into the headphones. Made it happen.
No. I was hoping that oh, hi JD. I was hoping that the headphones would give it a little extra to stay onto, but it was like still sliding.
The magic, but you tried, and that's all.
I
Yes,
tried.
I found this last minute. I actually ordered some from Amazon that didn't make it in time. I actually got the message it wasn't going to be here, and I'm like, okay, there goes that. That wasn't anything great. It was a Silent Bob costume, but
Oh.
whatever. What are you going to do? Anyway, hello, happy Halloween. Welcome back,
Hello.
of course. How have you been?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I want to start, if you don't mind, about this amazing journey you've been on. You have
Oh, I lost a lot of weight.
your incredible weight loss. How much are you up to now? It was a pretty big number last time we heard.
So, I made a post about this recently.
Yeah.
So about 2 years ago, I basically decided that, I needed to change my lifestyle because I was at the highest weight that I had been at. And I was at 248. So I worked for like 2 years, like counting my calories, um, making sure I got my protein, and my goal in my head was just like, you got to get to 165. You got to get to 165. And I got to there, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, if I'm here, like, what more can I do? So I ended up getting down to 138.
Wow.
So I lost 110 pounds, but those last like 20 so pounds, I did it very unhealthily. And I just, I say it because I don't want other people to feel like how I felt. It got to the point where I was so focused on that number, like I wasn't eating,
Yeah. Wow.
just to get that number to go down. Because to me, that meant like, if I weigh less, like, people like me more. I have more of a purpose, like it just gets stuck inside your head. So I gained back about 30 pounds. And I think I've tried to get back into the healthy way, and so down another 10 if anybody wants to keep track of all the math.
Keep track, definitely, and find, there's some sites down the bottom to find Lydia, and keep up with that. And congratulations, you're doing a great job. And don't say that silly stuff, but you want people to like you. We love you. We are just such gigantic Lydia Manson fans here, and we always appreciate what you do and your work. I want to bring out somebody else that you brought to us. You told me just how much you love this person, and I said, well, let's try and have her on the program. Oh, look at you with Halloween candy. Oh,
I
I'm so
know.
jealous. So jealous. So jealous. Our other guests, we're doing a double header here tonight.
That's what she said.
Whoa, boy, Jeff. All this lovely in one room. I don't know what I'm going to do. Another terrific horror actress and model and cosplay and everything and pinup, you name it. This young lady's making her first appearance on our program. I'm actually very excited by this one, Lydia. Thank you for all your work and helping us get her. Let's welcome Sushii Savet to the program. Did I say it right?
You did it.
Yes, I had to ask. Lydia, I'm not going to lie. I asked her in the email, I said, okay, how do I say that last name? Because I didn't want to butcher it. But I think
Well, you know what? That means a lot because people just butcher it on their own. You
Yeah.
put in the effort.
I did. And honestly, if you watched a couple episodes before this and announcing you two, I butchered it because I had no idea how to say it. So thank you for that.
How'd you say it?
I think I said Chivette.
Chevette. That's a
Chevette.
car.
Right. And that's why I'm like, it can't be that. It can't be Sushii the car because it's like a little, tiny little car that got made in the 80s and it's gone. So it could be that.
It's a classic.
True, it is a classic. Like both you are. You two are absolutely terrific. I'm big fans. I check out your social media. I will admit, and I've told Lydia, I know you two are great friends, and I love that. And we'll talk a little bit about your antics. Nothing crazy, but a little bit later. Totally lost my train of thought. Oh, so I've told Lydia, I told freaking Terrifier David Howard Thornton when he was on. And I tell everybody, I am a horror movie scaredy cat.
Oh.
So if I watch us do anything, I kind of watch like this, and I cringe. I'm a weakling. I'm going to admit it right here in front of two of my favorites. I'm a weakling.
At least
It
you admit.
happens.
Yeah, right. At least I admit it. So
I think
yeah.
there might be a relation of the longer the beard, the easier it's to scare you.
Really? In that case, I'm freaking terrified.
You just made our job easier.
Oh, well, that's, you two are awesome at it. Why not? Like I said, we've been friends with Lydia for years here on the program. She's even guest co-host. We talk about her work. And she always does like that, I'm just me. No big deal. Sushii, how about you? Are you a big deal? Because Lydia doesn't think she's a big deal at all.
Sushi is a big deal.
I am smaller. Deal.
She
I'm
is
short.
5'2.5".
Wow.
Yeah. And
That's a ball of
telling
energy.
people my height, Lydia.
Oh, was that?
I'm a giant.
Right.
You forget.
I meant 6'2.5".
You're a giant in the world of horror. But let's ask. So happy Halloween, of course. It's a couple days early, and it's coming. But let's ask both of you. We'll start with Sushii, since you're new to us. What gets you into Halloween and horror? What psychs you up for this time of the year? Because a lot of people have different ideas. Oh, about dress up. Oh, it's about horror. It's about movies, etc. What gets you geeked for Halloween?
So I used to do cosplay quite a bit, which means we take Halloween off.
Oh, wow. But that's an old thing.
But it's like my Christmas. So I like to enjoy seeing other people dressed up. So I like to hand out candy. It's probably my favorite thing. Sit at home, watch horror movies until we have to turn the lights off. But I enjoy the weather. I enjoy the whole lead up to it. I enjoy decorating, everything. So I start Halloween September 1st, usually.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Yeah, they're both a big deal. Thank you.
Mhm.
Lydia, how about you? What gets you psyched up for horror and Halloween time? Because in the past, we've done like costumes here on the show, and you've done great cosplay and costumes. What gets you psyched up for Halloween time?
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's a great day, but like, I live my life like that any day. Like, I like seeing like all the decorations and stuff, probably. So,
And
and
in
candy.
honor of Lydia, we of course put up one of our great Wednesday Addams Funko Pops because you've done that amazing Wednesday Addams cosplay as well. that we
Sushi
love.
has done one too.
Really? Oh, now I gotta find that.
And
That's
look
like-
at her hair. She didn't have to wear a wig.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I'm a junkie for two different cosplays. Scooby Doo, Velma from Scooby Doo, and Wednesday Addams. Yeah, I know. It's over here somewhere.
So
Back
I
there
wore
somewhere.
this special because it's Halloween, but
Yeah,
I'm
I put on a
sweating.
Nightmare on Elm Street shirt.
Yeah, I'm sweating, so I'm taking it off.
Right here on the program, ladies and gentlemen. This is why you tune in. There we go.
Yeah, we're still in Florida weather here. We don't get fall.
Oh,
We
I'm
like to
sure.
pretend, though.
And Lydia, you're still East Coast, correct?
Yes.
Not fairly close to me, but closer than a lot of the.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 80 degrees on Halloween.
Really, that kind of ruins the costume. But I mean, you remember you
No, I
put the
mean,
layers on.
you ever go trick or treating when it's freezing?
True,
Not that much fun.
true. I was that guy that used to have like the feetless costumes. My mom used to make me wear these stupid boots that didn't match the costume. I was that dorky kid. Scooby Doo theme Friday night. The whole band dressed as the gang. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Lydia and I just did Velma and Daphne recently.
Really, did I miss that? Damn it. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, we didn't do
Oh,
too many photos.
I
We did
know,
it at
right?
Gross Fest.
Yeah, I was Daphne this time.
I gotta
and
be Velma.
He was Velma.
never
I
gonna
gotta
be
see
Velma.
this. You gotta see those. I definitely gotta check me out. I left your Instagrams down there for anybody that wants to check it out, and why not. But let's talk about like doing some horror movie acting, indie films, etc. First of all, I want to talk about the the community that some of you actually build, and like a family style. And I've mentioned this to Lydia a few times. It seems to be a great community where everybody wants to kind of work together, push each other, and make great films. Sometimes, Lydia, I got you. Sometimes,
Does it though?
but the
Does
one
it?
thing you get good bonds. And when you have good bonds with, like you two, of course, build a great bond. But Sushii, what do you feel like for you? Is it community? Is it competition? Is it every
Uh,
person for themselves?
so I started out with pretty much a rat pack of people where I'm in all the movies with the Gator Blade and Sleazebox and stuff. And I've only like recently started branching out. There's been a lot of not great experiences, but some really awesome ones. Like
We
I just
met
did
each
Bloody
other.
Summer Camp. Oh, we met each other,
True.
and that has been a lasting friendship. I just did Bloody Summer Camp, and I absolutely adored everyone I met on that set. And then it's like everybody knows each other, but until you've actually worked with them, you don't become part of that family. And then usually you do. And it becomes like, and you just want to
Because
keep
you're
each other.
living in the same house together for like a week.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't-
You either love each other by the end of it or you hate each other. So
You two kind of formed the bond. Lydia, how did you first kind of meet up with Sushii, and how do you know? I guess we'll ask. How do you know when somebody in your genre is like your kind of people?
So Sush and I met because we were working on the House of East Flush together. And I'd always be like trying to message her, but she was like, "Oh, I don't check my Facebook messages." So
I know.
thankfully, I was one of the few to get the coveted phone number.
Yeah.
And then on set, it's funny, when we were on set for that, we really didn't interact much. It wasn't until the next movie we did 2 weeks later that we, reconnected. And then it was just like, we're friends. This
Well,
is
like-
happening.
Lydia was such a spearheader of the first movie that it felt like that was the person to contact if you had questions or needed any information. And the next movie we did, nobody was even picking me up for the airport. And I was like, well, I have Lydia's number. You're there. Hey. And then we just kind of bonded from then. Because I was like, I feel safe with her.
That's a
I'm
good
glad
thing.
you do.
Now, you feel safe with Lydia. Lydia tells me that you're a little more of the party starter, if you will. You two hung out in
Never
Vegas a
said
little
that.
bit. No, you said she kind of brings out a different side a little bit. Nothing bad. It was all good. But you said like Sushi's like kind of
I really didn't remember saying anything.
oh, damn it. But
Well,
in a
she's
good
more
way,
like,
though.
okay, Well, for instance, we went to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum.
Mm-hmm.
Now, normally I'm just like, oh, I'll look at them. Sush, she's confident, like she doesn't care what other people think. She's like having fun with all the props. Like that is, I mean, if I said it, I meant stuff like that.
I do believe there is a whole roll of film that is all you on that trip.
Because you gave me the confidence to do it, boo.
And that's kind of the great, and that's more or less what you meant. You're like, look, we're hanging out, and we're just having nonstop fun, and just a different dimension, different people, kind of like that.
I never
Nothing
would have
bad.
got on that.
I am a bad
I
influence.
never
I
would
understand.
have gotten on that wrecking ball.
Oh God, yeah.
See, she even admits she's a bad influence. Got that
I'm a
evil
bad
little
influence, I
giggle.
understand
Okay.
But I mean well, and she loves me.
I do.
Exactly.
I never
Um,
hurt her.
No, that's the beauty of it. And when you talk about community and all, sometimes you think of people and you're like, but then you think of the people like yourselves. You're like, yeah, I dig what I'm doing. What drew you to horror, Sushi, to do these kind of movies and I'm sure the effects are cool and all that. What brought you to this kind of stuff?
So I was one of those tiny little teens who like would steal B movies and shit from like local stores, like Faces of Death. Don't want to say that.
Oh Jesus!
And
One of those.
Trauma, and like I grew up in Japan, and I would watch kind of like the more gorier stuff rather than what a lot of kids watch these days. And it was always a goal of mine to either be an FX artist or a stunt person. And then the older I got, the more I realized nobody wants me to do that. So I was like, okay, then I will act in the movie.
There you go. And Lydia, I'm sure we touched on it with you before, but kind of hit us with it again. Like, what drew you into horror acting? I think both of you do a terrific job. Like, I do watch some of the stuff, even though, again, but what drew you into it? Because, like, you both seem, dare I say, natural to the whole scene.
Supernatural.
Super.
I'm just
Whoa,
kidding.
very well
Um,
played.
He's trying to
No,
say in the head.
I fell into it because I was supporting a friend who was in a film, and then they were looking for like another person, and she told me to put my name in for it, and that here we are. So I really fell into it.
That's pretty, hey, one way or the other, right? I kind of fell into this, and then the music scene followed behind me, and away we went. That's always good. Like, sometimes just let the goal come to you and embrace it, like you've done, Lydia. You've acted in tons of films. Again, IMDb. I couldn't list them all.
Sush has
And-
done so much more than me.
And Sushi as well. You've been in tons of stuff. And that's why I told her, like, go to the IMDb. I'm like, we start listing names. I'm like, okay, I've got like 50 different names here to list of movies. But there's one that I wanted to ask you both about, because I keep seeing like production date and pre-production date. Hell's Gate, that the two are supposed to be into together. What is the latest on this movie? Is this movie going to happen?
So this movie we're still casting. It is slated for late spring, early summer. We're going to be filming outside of like Chicago-ish area. And Aaron Hawkins is the director, and he reached out to both of us and was like, oh, I have these roles that would be great for you.
Actually, Otis reached out to me.
Oh, Otis B.
Mhm.
Dreads. He is the male lead and Sush is the female lead. So I did hear from Otis.
Mhm.
So
I don't check my Facebook messages, but if I see a friend that I know, like I have a few people I do talk to, and his pops up and Lydia pops up. But like, if I don't know you, I don't usually check.
I got you. Yeah, like I said, I had to go through Lydia to get you because, again, I'm
That's
a
my email address on everything, but
True. I usually start out as a Facebook person. I'm like, okay, no response. Let's just hold back and we'll wait. And then I said, do some researching, not telling anybody how I find the best contact because, hey, do your own work out there, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
But it's-
I
but
get
it's- yeah, go
like
ahead.
pictures that I don't want to open, so I just
Yeah, I do too. No, no, I really do.
I believe it.
The pictures I don't want to open are like, people shooting me down to come on this program, which I don't know why. It's so laid back and fun here.
Woohoo.
I hope anyway. But doing movies together and getting these kind of cast calls, what's it like? Are you overwhelmed, either one of you or both of you? Do you ever get overwhelmed with so many requests and so many demands and picking and choosing where to be? And obviously, location's important too.
I get a little overwhelmed just because I'm constantly traveling and doing my own production work. And sometimes I miss messages. Like, I got asked to be on a role that I really wanted to do. And by the time I checked, it was like a week later and I forgot to message
Oh.
back. So I didn't get the role. And that stuff overwhelms me. And then trying to find casting calls and stuff, I don't have the time to look for them. I'm literally at a shoot right now to do this.
Wow, jeez.
Because she
Lydia-
loves me.
Right.
I love-
That's
Thank you.
flattering and thrilling. Yes, thank you again. Thank you both because this is great. And I usually have a co-host. She had to bail last minute for an emergency. Of course, Lydia, you remember Jewel. Jewel's no longer with us, so I'm like, you know what? Just keep going, man. I got 2 superstars coming on tonight. I'm gonna let it rip, one way or the other. Let's talk about some different movies. I know Sushii, you mentioned Bloody Summer Camp 2. And tell me the premise. Tell me about these bloody summer camp movies. What people can. Well, I know what people can expect, but is there a different twist? Something to anticipate?
So I have a small role on it, and I only got to read that role. So I can't even give you spoilers if I wanted to.
Oh, that's okay. We never get spoilers here, and
Yeah.
Lydia knows that as well. Lydia never gets us spoilers. Couple of Lydia's done The Void and The House That Eats Flesh, of course, movies like that. Tell us about this movie, The Void. I heard some good things about it.
So the Void is actually, I got to film that locally last May. So that was nice because I got to go home and sleep in my own bed.
Wow. Imagine.
And they actually Desk Pop Productions, or they are releasing it for streaming at the beginning of December. So it'll be on a bunch of the different sites beginning of December. It's I know it's called The Void. It's like Nordic religion stuff. It's not really like horror. It's more just like, psychological thriller, I guess, but not even the thriller part. It's
Oh.
it's different.
That's good. They work every aspect of our brain. Totally appreciate it. The thing I want to know from both of you, of course, like I said, what you do is professional. And some people think like, oh yeah, let me give you this crap and that crap. No, it's professional stuff. Have there, what has been, I guess I want to say, has there ever been a scene or a role where you're just like, no way? And what was it? Both smile and laugh and waited, I guess, for each other to go.
Well, it's something we cannot mention, but
Oh, okay.
I'll say something. I do fetish production
Okay.
as my main job. And because of that, people think I am just down with anything, even though this is a professional job.
Sure.
It's 100% consent type of job. And shame on you. Not you, but
Right, but for you, but
some things that get thrown at me, I'm like, really?
I can imagine. Lydia, you don't want to really get too much into it, and that's okay. But I'm sure there's some. And I'm sure a lot of people come out of the woodwork of, I'm a producer, I'm a photographer, I'm a filmmaker, I'm this, I'm that. I asked both of these without giving out your secrets. How do you weed through and kind of know who's who and who's going to give you these better opportunities?
You just learn over time the language and what people are asking for you. I get some people who want me to read scripts, and I know what they want. They want me to proofread it for free, give them my point of view on it, and that's just a waste of my time most of the time. Something that's not going to come into production, or they want to start a conversation with you just to get to know you, and this is a way to do it. Like, there's so many different ways, but once you've been through it a couple times, you can kind of figure it out mid-conversation. Be like, I see.
Lydia, how about you? Do you find it getting easier to kind of decipher who's legit and who's really not?
There's so many people in this industry that are legit and like trying really hard, and then there's like a group that are able to pull off like little things so people think they're legit, and you it's a sheep in wolf's clothing, a wolf in sheep's clothing. You never know until everything gets done how anybody is going to be in this industry, and that's probably going to make a lot of people hate me if they're watching this, but it's like that with any job though.
Sure.
Like, you could cast a guest, and by the time they get on, you have like no rapport whatsoever, nothing to talk about, like awkward silences. So for our industry, it's already a tight circle, so you hope you keep going back to those ones where it was good and not get so many that didn't end up being great.
That makes great sense. It does. I guess the more experience as both you have, the more you get to learn the ins and outs. I'm sure people refer you, etc. And like I said, it's true. Like, this is episode, good Lord, we have 316 episodes of Tuesday night, and then another 50 or 60 of Wednesday night, so close to 400 episodes. And I always say I'm undefeated. I never had a bad guest. But it can always happen, and you're stuck like, okay, this person has no desire to be here whatsoever.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, like, keep it light, keep it fun, keep it fresh, nothing too deep, no real drama. Just come out and have a blast, like we're just chatting.
Yeah.
So, Sush, how are you? No, I'm just kidding.
That's perfectly okay. I am down for any of that because, like I said, it's your show. I'm just here kind of moderating in the background.
But it's your show.
It's true. She's kind of helps me weed through people too. Like, I know if she's going to contact me that it's real and it's good and it's worth doing. And I don't even have to think about it. I'm just like, yes, whatever you want, Lydia, I'll do it.
Lydia, you're the best, Lydia. I adore you. It's been quite a few years, and we've held this great rapport.
Yeah, somebody forgot me last Halloween.
Yes, they did. Yeah,
after I had done the 2 previous Halloweens. And it was kind of I was not asked to be on the Halloween episode last year.
Yeah, let me tell the story.
No, but you did. You picked a great replacement. Jessa Flux was awesome. But I was a little sad.
I was a little sad too, and even after Drew was like, "Wow, no, Lydia," and I had messaged Jessa earlier on, like a few months ahead of time, about just coming on, and she's okay. I could do this and this, and then she's like, "Well, I got to pull back if you don't mind." No problem. She comes up to me like a couple weeks before Halloween. Is like, "How about this night?" I'm like, "Well, that's the Halloween show." So I'm like that guy in between two ladies, which reminds me, guys, don't date two ladies because it's the kind of stuff that happens. And I
have fun dating two ladies. I don't know about you.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Wow.
No chance.
Right here. This is what we do here on the Yo Show. We make connections. You two already had the connection.
We make connections.
We try, but don't let this silly hat fool you. I'm actually a pretty cool guy. No, I'm not. But yeah, I picked Jessa, and I love her. Like I said, she's great, and I'm a big fan of hers as well. But I learned my lesson, and that, Lydia, there is always a seat for you on Halloween time, and anytime you want to come back on and guest co-host, etc. We love having you here. Michael Kennedy, one of my good local friends, he loves it. He loves the program. He's getting used to everything we do around here. And a lot of fun.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, absolutely. Let's talk about you both do photo shoots, cosplay, pictures like that, and they're very demanding from what I hear. What do you like better? Do you like stills and photos, and is that easier, or do you like the movie stuff?
So I've done photos for so many freaking years. I'm getting bored of them. It's got to be interesting. Like we're going to an interesting place or a good concept. I'm tired of being a hot girl. Movies though,
Which you always want to
always
be.
different. I get to do something different every time, and I love it, and it's great. It's my favorite.
It's awesome. Lydia, how about you? Because I know you do some great photos, and every time I point some out there, you're always like, nah. You are your own worst critic. But what do you prefer?
So I really like doing like the different cosplays and going to the shoot. I don't like the actual shoot because I never know how to pose, and I'm like, I never know what to do. But I like them because you usually get your pictures back pretty quick and you're able to share like what you did. But I like it better to just act because, I like improv. So, like making different parts mine, yada, yada, yada. But it takes a lot longer for that to come out to show, oh, look what I did. So
True.
I like 50-50 on that.
Makes sense. And I guess the fact that you both do movies and photo shoots and cosplay, it gives the people a little bit of a teaser like, hey, remember me? And then boom, here comes my movie. And people jump to it. I would assume because kind of
Oh,
way
yeah.
to do it. Like I said, even bringing you both here, I just watch your stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fan. This looks really cool. Let's invite them on, and then silly ladies say yes, and here we are.
Yeah. And you got to keep up with social media, so you need photos and photos and
Oh
photos
my
and
God.
photos and photos and photos.
Because God forbid you write a paragraph
Yeah.
Right?
or you
God forbid you
share
do anything else.
or you share something, you share like a link. Those posts you get nothing. You post a
Same with-
picture, bing, 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 bing.
Mhm.
Like, man, y'all didn't want to pay attention to me 2 posts ago.
Right? I've got told that
And
I'm
you
like,
keep up with stories and
yeah,
every
of
day
reels
what you're
and
doing,
stories and
reels, yeah.
videos
Uh,
and your YouTubes and your Facebook and your Instagram, and I even gave up on Twitter. I just can't keep up anymore. Can't do it fast
I
enough.
not do Twitter, but I've been trying to launch a YouTube channel for like 2 years now, and I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have no time.
You hear it? Anybody out there who wants to intern as social
Sushi's
media,
personal assistant.
Yeah.
right? Or Sushii's for both of you. Anybody
I got
team
that going on. I'm fine.
I'm gonna
team
hire
Lydia
you,
and
Lydia.
Sushi?
Oh, sorry, what?
You're gonna screen through all my Facebook messages for me.
Oh. I'll
And
be
I'm
like, oh my
sorry
God.
what you have to see.
So this happened on this message and this happened on this message.
Real quick, so I know, Lydia, you said you're a little tight on
Oh,
time. Right?
I don't have that anymore,
Don't
but
have. All right, good. Let's go back. So, not to get cliche with horror movies, but of course, Terrifier is like the biggest thing in town right now. Everybody loves Terrifier. Terrifier 3 is
yes, they do.
huge.
Yeah.
It's a big statement for indie films because
Sure.
they started off Terrifier was a $50,000 movie that ended up becoming, just having like a cult following. Terrifier 2 was made for $250,000, and they ended up making $8 million at the box office. So now Terrifier 3, $2 million, still a $2 million budget. Like, yeah, we look at that as a lot of money, but as far as like the film industry, it's huge for indies. And they've made $50 million worldwide.
I think the most important thing is we now have a new monster to join our ranks. Like we haven't had one in freaking ever. It's just been
Yeah.
rehashing the same monsters over and over and over again. Now we have a
Yeah,
new
so
monster.
Art is not only like an indie horror, he's actually become
He's-
like
yeah.
a relatively, universal horror character now. So that's great that,
Yeah.
it just shows you that, you think, oh, it's this little project, I'm never going to get it done. But look at, it just,
You
for
never know.
anybody that's wondering, it's shown that it can happen.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. We had, of course, like I said, we had David Howard Thornton on our program in the past. I reran the episode a couple weeks ago, and he's just a regular guy. He even admits he's kind of a geek. A lot of people can't believe he's him, but he said, like, and I'm sure you two do as well. Once you get into that character, you own it and you take off with it. Do you do any
Yeah.
kind of special methoding, either one of you, when it comes to horror or killing or being the victim, etc., in these films? Any special technique to get ready?
I definitely try and do the method acting thing where you put yourself in the mindset as that's really happening, um, which can fuck up the rest of your day sometimes. But it's worth it once you see the results.
So I am kind of a geek, but I really am. I like putting in the research to things. There was I was supposed to be killed by getting stabbed in like the chest. So I started Googling, like, how would a person react if they got stabbed in the chest?
Nice.
Like, how would they
You know, you're on
sound
a
like
register now.
that? That's probably true.
Oh,
Be
it's
like,
true.
or
Once you get incognito.
but like I wanted to make it realistic. Like if I, like if I know how this is like like if I get stabbed in the lung, like I'm not gonna be able to scream. Like I mean, technically it's
Gurgle.
not realistic. So like I tried to do some research on that stuff.
That's pretty good, though. I mean, there's always ways, and I like the fact that you do the research. It's pretty cool. Um, do you guys have any other projects coming up together in the near future? Are you trying to kind of cling together and tell people, hey, we're kind of want to come on as a twosome? Is that a thing that can you kind of call
I
your own shot, so to speak?
I
We
will
did
ride
one
Sushi's
time.
coattails for the rest of my life. No.
Vice versa.
um
We have Hell's Gate.
Yes.
But us personally, we always try to get together at least. Well,
we
we
try
say we
to
try and get together once a year, but we've done it quite a few times. If I have a convention, I invite her. If she has a convention, she invites me.
I don't have a convention. But she's welcome at my house anytime. Um Yeah, we had made it. We're like, oh, we're gonna see each other once a year. So the first year it was we went to Vegas and saw Sick New
Yes.
World.
Mhm.
Um, and then man, that was only 2023.
Yeah.
That's
Me?
crazy. And then so for 2024, we've seen each other twice within the span of like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went to
And
visit her at Gross Fest, and
we
then
went,
like 2 weeks later we went and we filmed a movie called Camera X that'll be out at the beginning of the year. But
which she's an amazing DA. I'm just gonna put that out there. If anybody needs a DA who's completely organized to the point that it like hurts your brain to look at her folder, it's her.
I love my folder.
No, I love your folder.
Oh well,
I have,
wait for Hell's Gate. I'm going to have like 5.
yeah, that's a bigger project for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited about it. I asked Lydia about it before you got here, Sushi, and of course it's going back into production, which is cool because I kept looking into it, and like the production dates seem to be all over the place, stopped, restarted, etc. So it's cool that this movie is going to come out and
That's
see the
normal.
two of you in it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure it is. I can
Normal.
only imagine.
Yeah.
I guess
Until
finances
tickets are
and
bought,
budget.
I don't believe it's starting yet.
It's difficult because it's actually going to be considered an ultra low budget SAG film. So there is like so much more you have to do. Like we have to hire a payroll company to cut the
Oh,
checks, like
jeez.
all
Don't
this
hire
stuff.
ADP.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't hire ADP. Worst
No,
company.
don't hire ADP.
Good to
Not hire
know.
Amen.
ADP.
And then you have to file all these things with SAG. So until we get the cast fully like cemented, we can't even apply for the SAG waivers. So we're trying to finish casting now.
That's awesome. I'm excited to see it. Hell's Gate. Hell's Gate is the name of the movie. We're
Yeah.
excited for it. We're excited for everything that you two do. Do you have any big plans for Halloween?
I take it off.
Really? What site is this on? Oh, you mean you take the day off? Okay, got it.
The day off, so like it's my rest and relaxation. I'll watch horror movies and hand out candy. But I'm actually in the middle of a move, so I'll be packing too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Lydia?
I'm taking the kids trick or treating.
There you go. That sounds fun. I will probably be going to see my nephew because I don't have my own kids. I'll be going to see my nephew and his trick or treating, and then a couple of local bands are playing later in the night at a local place here, so I'll be doing that, of course. Because I love my
You're
music.
fun enough.
You know what? One of these years, I want to just have a big Halloween party and have you guys come into town and all party together on Halloween. I would love that.
That would be awesome. I actually have to get on a flight the very next day they wanted me to fly out on Halloween so that I could rest before we did the movie and stuff. And I was like, that's my day off. That
Kids
is
candy.
my day off.
That is your one day off of
My
of
one
all-
day a year that I
all
stay home
days.
and I enjoy. And I
And
keep
that's
up
awesome.
with traditions.
And you definitely need it. And like I said, when it comes to this time of the year, to reach out to horror actresses and people in the business, so to speak, I appreciate it a great deal because I'm sure more people want to try and get you this time of the year. So we do appreciate it a great deal. One more question from my good man Mike Kennedy. What is your favorite costume or cosplay, etc., if either one of you have one? Lydia, I know you've gotten a few.
Ooh, Sush, I'll pick yours and you pick mine.
Oh, there you go.
Is that
Okay.
putting you too much on the spot?
A little bit. I already had my favorite costume picked.
Okay, then we can stick to each other.
Yeah, you
No,
can
I
just
really
do
like
your own.
Daphne. Like, so many of my friends asked me who Daphne was, and I was like, I'm not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's married. She's not yours.
I
sorry.
think my favorite is your Chucky. I really like your Chucky.
Oh, that's
I
a
made
good
that.
one.
I
That's
made
pretty
my
awesome.
Daphne.
Yes, you did.
I was sending her pictures all throughout the process. I
Mhm.
was like, these little studs on this jacket are going to be the death of me. They're
Oh yeah, she put a
terrible.
patch on the back. Oh, we did like hipster versions of
Yes.
the team,
I was
like
punk rock
nowadays
Daphne.
versions. Yeah,
That's pretty cool. I
put a
like that.
patch on the back with the mystery machine and everything.
The two of you also seem to have an amazing creativity. Do you find creativity kind of coming natural to you, ideas and stuff? Are you putting ideas out there on set, like I want to do this, let's try this, etc.?
Yeah, I think that's why we're in this field, because the creative juices keep flowing, but you got to make a living too.
Sure. God knows.
God knows. Yeah. I don't think I could go very long without like making a costume, doing art or something. I don't get to do a lot of that these days, but also with my production company, I'll get to draw up stories constantly. But I don't know how to live any other way.
That's a good thing. Lydia, how about you? I know you're so
I
creative
am
and you do
not
such
good
great
at the
work.
content.
You always say that.
You
I'm
say that,
not.
but like every year your kids have costumes that match.
Not this year.
Yeah, well, they're getting older.
Yeah, they don't want it anymore.
Yeah,
The
that doesn't
branching
mean
out.
that you didn't do it. You don't have a new costume put together. I threw you one, Daphne, and you put that together within a month.
New followers, of course. JD loves our people. that
Oh
comes
yeah,
on this
JD's
program.
great.
He really is great.
Wisconsin.
Mhm.
Isn't that
Yeah.
right? Wisconsin?
Minnesota. Yeah.
Minnesota. Oh, that was
That's pretty good. Had a little mix of Canadian in there. Nicely done. But this has really been great, and I thank the both of you. And seriously, I could sit here all night if I really didn't have to be at work and come up with thousands of questions. Probably ask you about every movie, and you guys could probably give me a little bit of everything, which is very cool. One more thing for you, Gal. If you had a choice, either one of you, or both of you, actually, if you had a choice to be in one kind of franchise horror movie with one major player, villain, bad guy, killer, etc., who would it be?
Chucky.
Wow, that was fast.
I would go in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Wow, all right. I like that. See, somebody should make like an indie style film of stuff like that. And have you guys
They
jump
do.
in.
They're called fan films, though.
Oh, sure, you're right.
Because they can't get
Or
the publishing rights
If
to
you're
those
into comic
characters.
books, you can read Hack Slash, and Cassie fights all of those horror people. Chucky, Freddy Krueger, Jason.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I've witnessed
You like
some of the
comic books
fan
too?
films.
Huh?
Oh, I'll get into that. But I've seen some of the fan films, and I guess kind of wondering why or how they get made. I guess that's why licensing, but they kind of
Yeah, they
want to
can't
bring
make
this
any,
position.
so they can't make any money off of them. That's why you'll never see like a distribution company pick them up or anything. They
Ah.
mostly just get thrown on YouTube and whatever DVDs they sell during crowdfunding.
But they can still do. Well, that's cool though. It's something new that I learned. I thought they were just kind of YouTube fun stuff, but the claw one more time. Yeah, we want to see the claw one more time, Lydia.
Oh, I got chocolate on my hands. I was trying to. I was trying not to eat on camera, so it's just been like sitting my hand melting.
You're definitely into the Halloween spirit, the candy. I'm
Sorry.
jealous. Nah, no, it's all good. Got to give the fans what they want. They want. I love that thing. That thing is
Yeah.
It'd be
awesome.
better,
looking.
but this finger gets stuck, so it doesn't go all the way back when I like. So it bothers my OCD.
It's still pretty good. I'm definitely terrified. And Sushii, I know a couple times you've tagged yourself in Philadelphia. You're regular around this area?
No.
Oh, I like you said
well,
like you do a lot of projects. Because I know you tagged it a couple
I
times. I'm like,
travel there a lot. I'm actually going to be up there in January. Like I said, I do a lot of fetish work, and there's a big amount of them there. I'm going to Ohio. I travel every single month.
wait, there's a big amount of fetish stuff in Philadelphia. Shout out.
Ooh,
ready
Sush, I
for
forgot
it?
to tell you. Doug said hi.
Daggy! I'm going to see him when I go up there for sure. Last time I was up
And
in
me,
Philly-
we're getting headshots done.
Oh, yeah. I remember I got trapped in Philly for an extra week, and I had planned to come like a month later. And by the time I got home, I had to go right back. So I spent like 3 weeks in Philly.
Oh wow! If you guys do it again sometime soon, hit me up. I'd love to just come say hi. And
I'm coming in January.
I'll be there. I
Okay.
can bring my wife too. My wife's a fan of everything I do here, and of course she doesn't trust me around all these pretty ladies, so she'll probably be side chat.
Definitely
I don't
bring.
blame her. I don't blame her. But we always bring the fun. We have a great time here. Like I said, we love being laid back and meet great guests. And this is fun for me. I always have a blast doing this. Everybody out there, make sure you find Lydia Manson on IMDb. That's the source for all the movie information. Instagram at Lydia Manson88 and Facebook, Lydia Manson. You can find Sushii also at IMDb at Sushii Savet. I'm so proud of myself getting it right tonight. Sushii Savet Holder. Instagram at Savet. And of course, Facebook, Savet Holder, allmylinks.com/Sushii Savet. Lydia Manson, Sushii, I thank you a massive amount for being here tonight. I had an absolute blast. You two are wonderful. You're awesome and super cool. And keep up the great work. And next Halloween, let's come back and do it again. How about it?
No problem.
Thank you
That
for having me.
Instagram you said though is not mine though.
Oh, she's like, you know what? I knew I was going to blow it somewhere along the line before the night was over. I'm always good for one terrific mistake. Ignore the Instagram. You know where to find her. Go to all my links. That'll give you everything you need. Ladies, I thank you very much. Enjoy your Halloween season. Good luck in future projects. And like I said, next Halloween, let's do it. Or if something comes up in Philly, I'd love to just come down and say hello. You two are awesome. I love it. Thank you so much, Sushii and Lydia. Have a great night. Much love.
Bye. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, of course. Woo! The amazing Lydia Manson and Sushii Savet. Just a great time. I got to tell you. And JD sends his good night. And I love them both. And I love Lydia. She's so cool when she comes on. And there's not this persona of, oh, yeah, I'm this big star. She just comes on and says, yeah, I do this. And I also do that. And I enjoy doing this. And then when I asked her, I said, let's do a few people. Let's try and get Sushii on too. She said, yeah, I'll see what she says. And she was very kind. And then I found the best way to contact her and make sure I got the name right, etc. And they were both great. Like I said, once again, you can find them. You can find Lydia Manson on IMDb. You can also find Sushii on IMDb. That's where you get all the movie sources and titles, etc. Instagram, we'll fix Sushii's Instagram. I'll repost that later on my page. Since I goofed, my dearest apologies, and thank you. Still undefeated, thank you, JD Wolf. We'd like to think so. We'd like to come out and just have a great time here and with great guests. And it's like Lydia said, you know, when you go to make a film and people contact you, you have to kind of figure out who's who and who are the right people. And she said, imagine getting a guest and really not having anything to talk about and them really not being into what you're doing, and then you kind of freeze. Knock on wood, man. 317 episodes plus the Wednesday night episodes, close to 400 deep. And we really have been great with everybody that comes on. And that's what I'm all about, man. I'm here to have some fun. I don't need to get too dramatic and dig deep and talk politics and all that crazy stuff. Let's just have some fun. It's just like us hanging out. Awesome guests and some nerd sitting in front of his wall of Funko Pops. And agreed, support indie films. They're like independent bands. Yeah, man, go out and watch. Because these are people doing hard work. And like Lydia said, you're like, sometimes you're living with these people for a week or 2 weeks and shooting, and you're traveling and you're meeting great people. But still, it's hard work. Acting is hard work. Music is hard work. It all takes practice and dedication and time. So really, support these indie films. And yeah, man, Sushii's awesome. Check out her page. Check out her work. Check out their films and everything they do. There are a couple great ladies. More than cool to come on with us tonight here on our Halloween Spooktacular. I will remind everybody we're doing a Spooktacular 2 tomorrow night. Yeah, we're actually doing a double header this time around. Halloween Spooktacular. Like I said, Cheyenne Edinger will be here as our guest co-host as we welcome Mischief Kelsey Livingood. Mischief. Lovely. She will be on our program tomorrow night as we continue the fun of Halloween time. Of course, it's Thursday. And Thursday, like I said, my plan is to go see my nephew. And after that, we'll check out Burden of Guilt at Sweeney's. It's one of my favorite places. Why not check out music? Maybe we'll give out candy, too. Give out candy, Sweeney's. We want candy. Let's keep going with some fun stuff. I want to remind everybody, of course, Halloween is coming, but of course, November is going to be here soon enough, and the Key Concert Series is back in action. Saturday, November 16th at 6 p.m. And it's Metal Night. We're going a little harder this time with the Key Concert Series. It's a great program that we do here to support local bands. It's held at the studio room at the Fuge in Warminster, PA. 780 Falcon Circle, Warminster, PA. Good friend Derek has been in the house. He's checked it out. We got a great foursome coming up this time. Former Yosho guest Astro Fells will be in the house. Mallcore, Karada, and of course the one and only Kinsey King, who comes out into our comments section and chats with us. Me and him talk a lot. Me, him, and the band talk a lot. And good dudes, good band, good music, very talented individuals. You can get tickets right now for $15. That's right, $15. Get your tickets now. Buy them online. We actually have to take down the banner of the ladies for a second to get that there. KeyConcertSeries.ticketspice.com// KCS Metal. Key Concert Series should be great. And speaking of Key Concert Series, if the great ladies were nice enough to be here, let's take it down a notch. We'll give you a chance to catch your breath and grab a couple sips, and we'll play some music. This band will be at the Key Concert Series. It is the one and only Mallcore. This is their video for the song War Cry. I'm going to play it here. Whoops, first I got to share it or else I disappear from the entire screen. So let's share it for all you good folks out there. There it is. Everybody that's new to us that came to see Lydia and Sushii, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw. Hopefully you're still with us. And if not, tell your friends. Come back every week. We do it every Tuesday and Wednesday night, 8 p.m. The Yo Show. Let's get some War Cry by Mallcore, one of the four bands playing for us at the Key Concert Series, Saturday, November 16th. We'll be right back in about 5 minutes. Enjoy the Yo Show live Tuesday night. The band is Mallcore. The song is War Cry. Come to the Key Concert Series November 16th. If you're in the area, Pennsylvania, heck, even New Jersey, Delaware, whatever it is. Key Concert Series Warminster, PA, Metal Night, Saturday, November 16th, starting at 6 p.m. Doors open at 6 p.m. $15 online, $20 at the door. Food and drinks sold by the Awesome Tranquility Brewing Company, The Fuge, Astrophels, Mallcore, Carotid, and Kinsey King. Promises to be a great night of music, as always, at the Key Concert Series. I love that song, JD. I'm telling you, dude, I dig that song a great deal. And John Simons, of course, with SRR Promotions. We wish you well. Hope you're recovering. John, of course, was in a motorcycle accident a couple weeks back. And we do implore, if anybody is out there that knows a little bit about setting up some equipment for that night, we definitely could use you. Reach out to me here because John's going to be down for a little bit, man. Tough knee injury. And we wish you well. We love you, dude. Like family here, you and the Grimjacks and Kim and the whole family is like my family. I love you all and wish you well. Of course, Key Concert Series. John will be there. You should be too. November 16th. Mallcore. Definitely great stuff. So I read an article today that really hit me in the gut. Of course. Oh, Josh David Housenecht, of course, of Burn the Guilt. See you Thursday night. Indeed, at Sweeney's, you and Reese with Burn the Guilt. Should be a great one. Let's fucking go. And, of course, Bellevue, also on the bill. The Light and Sound concert series. Very cool stuff. My man James making it happen. James has some of his own solo stuff. Of course, remember James from Sour Station. He now has a solo project. Very cool. Been listening to it. We're going to get him on the show probably December or somewhere along those lines. And, of course, they do a great job. Sweeney's is a great place. Love seeing Burn the Guild. Josh and Reese are a great duo on that stage. I tell you what, man. One thing about Josh, can't wait to see you either, dude. One thing about Josh, him and Reese get up there, two people, and they make the sound of like a 5 or 6 person band. It's sensational. If you're in the area, come check out Burn the Guilt. If not, find them on all great social media platforms. Josh is a hardworking dude. Reese is a hardworking woman. Sorry, Reese. Reese is a hardworking woman. So support them. They do great stuff. Speaking of great bands and great stuff, the dudes from Up 24's in the house. What is up, fellas? Of course, they've been at the Key Concert Series. And we also got to talk to them about getting them on the program. Because I got to tell you, man, between Burn the Guilt and Up 24 and some of these local bands, I don't even listen to this mainstream stuff, man. I listen to my PAs and the surrounding areas all day long. It's all over my Apple Music. You're the best, man. I do it for you. That's what I'm here for, man. Music. And it's not about money, man. It's about support. It's about shouting it out and making you people just feel it's a little bit important, like somebody's out there working hard for you. I get a thrill out of it. I love watching you all perform. You're all super talents. Like I said, Up 24, of course, and Burn the Guild, and Bellevue will be there tomorrow. Last week they had Sour Station there. And, God, I actually feel bad because I forgot the name of the other band. The really super cool band with this awesome female singer. I'll get it to you, and then I'll recover. They're going to be on the program. Everybody's going to be. We're getting everyone in the program. Oh, just a little peek for everybody out there. Lydia sent me the picture of her and Sushii as Velma and Daphne, and it's a winner. That's a winner. Big fan. Some of my favorite cosplay characters by two of my favorite people. Let's face it, they ever come to Philly, I'm just going to be like, you were awesome. Probably stutter and act like a geek. Because I am. I'm a big geek. I have fun, though. Anyway, the article that broke my heart, it's pretty cool, right? The article that broke my heart today, we talk about music and mainstream music, and one of my all-time favorites is Faith No More. And I read today, keyboard player said that probably as close as you can get to permanent hiatus. That hurts. And Mike Patton had come out in the past and mentioned about his mental health and the reason that Faith No More gets to wear on them. Patton's done tons of projects with tons of bands. I'm a gigantic Faith No More guy. Always have been. Never got to see them. Didn't get to see them the last time around. Kind of sad by that. Mike Patton, he's a very unique character. It's a very unique band with a very different sound. And we're going to miss Faith No More, man. So supposedly we're looking at the potential end of Faith No More. There's me just a little bit. Oasis, however, is building a reunion and sticking up for the fans. We read this today. The Oasis has their people have been searching ticket sale spots, and they say that they will void these tickets. Anybody getting 3-4 times the value, Oasis doesn't want it. They want people to afford to come out and see this reunion, see them play. Who would ever thought of old bands that have a conscience? Oasis. So Oasis is telling you right now that if they see some of these ticket scalps, these high prices, they're actually going to find out the information on these serial numbers of the tickets and void them. So be careful what you're doing out there, folks. Oasis on the case. Kind of like Pearl Jam was. Remember Pearl Jam did that back in the day? We need somebody to do it. Oasis is doing it. Do you have something Egyptian in that desk? God, that's a great question. No. Not at all. If we do the Meet My Desk, I got nothing. Jenny Wolf, you're the freaking man. Cat Rivers Music with Coy Soldiers. Thank you, dude. I was trying to get through the name Coy Soldiers and the amazing Cat Rivers on vocals. Great call. Excellent call. Excellent band. I'll leave that on there for a second while I, Nah, man. Mike, I got nothing. I got nothing Egyptian on this massive desk of mess. But we're going to skip Meet My Desk. We're going to do 2 other segments. Man Cave Scores. I got to show you what I got new. Such a geek. Such a geek. But I did score a couple beauties. Oh, and I just busted one up. What I do for you people. Her voice was amazing. Cat Rivers. Going to get him on the show. Talk to her about the show briefly. She's like, oh my God, that sounds so cool. I want to be on. I absolutely got to be on. So we're going to get him. Animal from the Muppets. Look at that. Of course, music and a drummer. I need my man Animal. New to the collection. Come aboard. And the one person who has this terrific shrine up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the big one, 10. Now 11 for the one, make it 12 for the one only Miss Britney Spears. That's right, new Britney Spears one. Let me, so Britney, if you're out there, come be a guest on the Yo Show. I don't care what people said you're doing nowadays. You're my girl. I love you. Another Funko Pop of Britney Spears. Tom Nusspickle in the house. Tom, indeed. Animal, bro. Animal. I think that character is based off Keith Moon. That's pretty cool. That's cool info. Tom, of course, the great guitarist from St. Ricketts that we do usually with our opener. Tonight we did Halloween by Kaleido. Because it's Halloween, but no offense. I love you, dudes. I love the album. I love all that stuff. And we miss you guys. But that's good. That's good insight. I don't know, Animal. Was that really based off Keith Moon? Is that true, Tom? Or are you slinging me shit, dude? Because I love you, bro, either way. Even if you're lying to me, I don't care. So I love you. While Tom contemplates telling me the truth or not, we're going to do a little Funko Pop tribute to horror and Halloween. This might be the geekiest thing I've ever done, but I love it. So excited. You're a Muppets Wow, now that also sounds wild. A Muppet. I want to be a historian of something cool like that. Let me fix my hat a little bit. Letting Mike Kennedy down, having nothing Egyptian on my desk. I used to have a staff with a snake on it, and I have no idea where that thing got off to. However, let's have a little Funko Pop fun with some horror. How about American Psycho and Patrick Bateman with the axe? Look at that blood splash. American Psycho. Patrick Bateman. Played by one of my favorite actors of all time. The best Batman of all time. Christian Bale. That's a cool one. Oh, but there's more. Kind of campy, but also Halloweenish. This boxer took a beat down, but it's Gizmo from Gremlins. He's kind of the good one, but Gremlins. Yikes, man. Actually, a good film. Kind of a mild horror picture. It scared the crap out of me at that time of. Like that scene in the mall. It scared the crap out of me. What else we got? We got more. We got the awesome Sam from Trick or Treat. Look at that bad boy. It's a Hot Topic exclusive. And a plastic protector, too. Look at that. Nice little right up on the back. From the cult hit Trick or Treat comes Sam, mischievous spirit of Halloween who enforces the holiday ancient traditions. Wear a costume, hand out treats, never blow out a jack-o'-lantern, always check your candy. Sam. Gremlins indeed, and you're I love Gremlins, and you're right. Don't feed them after midnight. Second one was there. First one was really a good movie. Seen it a couple times. That's about as horror as I get. Yeah, but I like it. All right, we got a few more. We're not done yet. Of course, as I showed Lydia, the Wednesday Addams. Beautiful. Love a little Wednesday. Kenny Sheffel in the house. Speaking of great musicians and great drummers and great everything, the multi-talented Mr. Kenny Sheffel in the house. Wishing us a happy Halloween. Thank you, dude. Of course, got to make sure to check out Kenny and a lot of his great projects. We talked about having him on the program. Love to have Kenny come out and talk about, because he does so much for music and local music and a bunch of bands, and he's awesome. Thank you for popping in, dude. We greatly appreciate it. And a happy Halloween. We got more. We're not done yet. How about this? Not really horror, but kind of a horror-esque movie guy. It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Mini Puft, with his big graham cracker. Mini Puft from Ghostbusters. Great stuff. Not done yet. I got a couple more. Can't have Halloween without the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Leatherface. Look at that chainsaw. I'm scared. I'm scared just looking at this thing. I'm scared just having this thing in my house. Look at that. Those movies scare the crap out of me. A couple more? Two more. Two more that I've shown already. I'm going to show them again. Of course, this awesome new ghost face that came around. This Funko Pop exclusive with the black box. It's really a great looking figure. Great blood on it. Love it. Give you all the views. Ghost face. And we got one more. You know it. Former guest of the O Show. The #1 movie in America. It is none other than Art the Clown. Another Funko exclusive. The amazing Terrifier Art the Clown. That's a beauty as well. There's a few of them out there. I got to get cracking. Got to get more Art the Clown. Love it. Our Funko tribute to Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, we had a band on here a couple weeks ago called Defiant. And they did a neat little video for Halloween. Well, it wasn't really Halloween. It was the song Boys Don't Cry, which is a great remake. But the video features some Halloween character masks. And the song's awesome, so why not play it? Defiant with Boys Don't Cry. About 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This is the Yo Show, Tuesday Night Live. Enjoy Defiant. We'll be right back with upcoming guests. Stay tuned. The awesome Defiant, they were with us last week. Boys Don't Cry. Awesome remake of the Cure classic. Great video with the Halloween mask on. Great stuff. Thank you, dudes. Of course, don't want to forget. We forget sometimes to thank last week's guest. Of course, we want a huge thank you to Twisted, who was with us last week. Logan and Sarah, a lot of great things coming up for that band. Some big time shows coming up. We love them as well. And of course, thank them for last week. We got some stuff coming up next couple of weeks. I do want to remind everybody, this is usually not my MO, but next Tuesday, of course, is election day. So we won't be doing a program. I'm not going to compete with the election. I'm not going to do the day after because I'm going to tell you, as the election approaches, I can't wait for it to be over. And I don't care who wins. I just want it to be over. Some of the horrible attacking, again, on social media. And people being told what they are for who they want to vote for, etc. Can it, man? Can it? Let's get back to being America, damn it. Where all the good stuff is, where the fun is, the freedom. This great music and actresses and creators. So no show next Tuesday. It's rare that we do it. We're going to do a no show next Tuesday as election day falls upon us. But we got more coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to come back with you Tuesday, November 12th. The amazing artist Lisa Orlando will be on our program. Very excited for that one. That's Tuesday, November 12th, 2 weeks from today. Tuesday, November 19th, the awesome band Awake at Last. This is a big one. Nice score. They're going to be playing locally at Artie's in Frenchtown with our dudes from Kinsey King. It's very exciting. November 19th, the big band Awake at Last. Wednesday, November 20th, we welcome back the awesome Bri May. A little bit of a rebranding, kind of a more harder rock country thing she got going on. We love her. She'll be back November 20th, Bri May. December 10th. Oh, what else can I say about December 10th? As we welcome back one of our absolute favorites, the amazing Miss Laura Cheadle, back on the program. Another one to announce, November 13th, the great interviewer and from the Hannah Fletcher show, Hannah Fletcher will be on the program Wednesday, November 13th. Sometimes we sign some on and I just jam them in there, but we got some good stuff coming up over the next few weeks. Some great guests, a lot of stuff to enjoy here at the O Show. We thank you for being a part of it. I want to remind everybody again tomorrow night, we are going to do another Spooktacular, round 2. We have to find something new to put on. Get ready for this one. She is one of the most awesome, lovely, yet super creative women in horror. The one and only Miss Kelsey Livingood. Also, the alter ego, Mischief. So how about having Mischief on Mischief Night? That's tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Kelsey Livingood, Cheyenne Edinger will be our guest co-host. Also, I want to remind everybody, we'd like to do an announcement. There's great local music coming up. Our good friend Elena Brokus is at it again. Future Star Show Sunday, November 24th. That's, I think, the day before I leave for vacation. But I'll be emceeing this bad boy right here. This is a super show to be had. Craft Hall, 901 North Delaware Avenue, Philadelphia. November 24th, if you're in the area, from 1 to 6:30, $10 admission, all ages, family friendly. It's a big rock show. 2 Rock Ensemble. Purple Sage. Riot Diner. And then some Yo Show super friends, The Goodbyes, our good friend Caitlin Devlin, the great dudes from Stealing Society, the amazing Harkin, and the rock stars Strange Culture. I tell you what, if you watch this show recorded, or you're out there watching it live and you're in the area, I will stress to you, buy a ticket. This will be one of the most sensational shows that you will see that's not run by the Key Concert Series. Thank you. Again, Two Rock Ensemble, The Amazing Strange Culture, Purple Sage, Stealing Society, Harkin, Riot Diner, and The Goodbyes all come to Craft Hall. Free parking. $10 admission. Great beer and food at this location as well. Real cool stage. The Yo Show in the house emceeing this bad boy 1 to 6:30 November 24th. Come on out. Let's have ourselves a great time with great music. Another reminder as well, November 3rd, the Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center, and the band you just saw, our good friends from Defiant, will be opening for the one and only Sebastian Bach. November 3rd, Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center. Tickets available, harrisburgarts.com. Make sure you check out these bands, man. We do a lot of good stuff here with bands and music and all that good stuff. We had a great time tonight. I want to give a massive thanks out to Lydia and Sushii for coming out tonight and talking about all their great stuff. Everything is at the bottom except Sushi's wrong Instagram that I will repost. My apologies to Sushii. I had a scary feeling I was going to mess something up. I did just a little bit. But great. Make sure you check out Lydia and Sushii both on IMDb. Check out their movies, their pages, their photos, all the stuff they do. They're awesome women working hard. We thank them for coming on this evening. It's 9:45. We did the Man Cave stuff. We did the Funko, tribute to Halloween. What did we miss? We missed topics? No, Faith No More, Oasis. Boy. We had this thing, this poll. We're going to save it for this male and female here. It was what turns men off about women. When do you know she is not the one? And some of it was just so like support. If they hold their phone when they're talking to you, if looks like they're not paying attention, blah, blah, blah. And we'll do that tonight. We'll do that another night. Top 5? Huh. You want to hit me with a top 5? I'm all ears, bro. A poll of what turns men off about women. And I had it listed. Now I lost it, which really stinks. I had it in my notes. Now it's gone. But there was like, it was kind of corny stuff, really. Like I said, like, oh, if I'm in something, are they always there? Is that possible to always be somewhere? I was always told by my good friend John Simons, you can't always be everywhere. I do this program. My wife watches. She chimes in. She was going to guest co-host tonight. She wanted to put a costume together, put it up. No worries, I got a handle. God, my face looks red. The bigger the screen, the redder my face is. Jeez, that's absolutely horrible. Beer's looking good, though. Yeah, so we'll get to that. We'll save that probably for next week when we have nothing. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow night with Cheyenne. But Cheyenne's got a good dude. Ryan and the dudes from Milo Sky, they're good dudes. But we won't put Cheyenne on the spot. We're just gonna have fun with her tomorrow, and I think she wants to dress up. She's a Halloween junkie, as you know from seeing her on the show. So we're excited for that. But one more time before we go. So we're going to do two things. I definitely want to leave with St. Ricketts before the show's over. So I'm going to replay one more time the brand new song from one of my favorites. It's Christina Chris and Kaleido. And this is their song, Halloween. We opened with it. But I'll play it one more time. It's only 2 minutes and 12 seconds, so sit tight. And enjoy one of the coolest rock stars, Miss Christina Chris. One of the coolest bands out there, Kaleido. It's their song, Halloween. We'll be right back. Tuesday night, the Yo Show is live.
We're still
truly. The amazing Christina Chris and Kaleido Halloween, a song for this time of the year. And of course, I always remember this awesome piece when I saw them at Artie's in Frenchtown. They opened for Alien Ant Farm, and I got this awesome set list. Always get the set list, but look at that set list. Look at that thing right in the middle. That is the boot print. A boot print from the one and only Christina Chris, who actually, while singing, held my hand. I don't know if she remembered it was me or not. She was on the show for my birthday one year, and I just adore her. She's a fantastic rock star. And great to see them live. And I got right up and, I was talking to it about how they were on my podcast. And I go, you got a music podcast? And he started following. He's like, dude, get this guy all the way up front, right against the rail. Stood against the rail. Christina came my way. I stuck my hand out. She grabbed it, held it, sang. And at the end, I'm like, set list. And so happened to be the one she put her giant boot print on. How awesome. Kaleido, Christina Chris. Some of the great stuff that we do here at the Yo Show. We have fun. We bring you great guests, great music. We got a great audience that is great in the comment section. I got this goofy Pharaoh hat on, and I'm even listed tonight as Jeff the Pharaoh Perini. But we're going to get ready to get out of here. Don't forget, tomorrow night, once again, 8 p.m., Halloween Spooktacular Part 2, Kelsey Living Good, a.k.a. Mischief, on Mischief Night will be in our program. Can't wait to talk to her about her movies and her character and the cons and all her special effects and who she loves in this business. Tricky. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Thursday night, of course, Halloween. Go out, have yourself a great time. Be responsible. Keep a good eye on the kids. Make sure the kids have some fun. Get lots of candy. Parents, make sure you test all that candy. Wink, wink. And one of these years, the adult Halloween, like people say, they give out the mini bottles of booze. That's what I want. Yingling, we're here for you, baby. Hundreds of people tune in. Thousands sometimes. This is the Yo Show. We do it Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. Let's get the hell out of here. Don't forget, next week is Election Day. We're not going to challenge and go up against it. So, voting's your thing. Go out and vote. You got a candidate? Root for him. Keep it quiet on social media, and you want to fight with 1,000 people a day. The silliest thing I've ever seen. I got work to do. I ain't got time to argue about these people. I got to work to make sure I keep paying the taxes what's the word? The taxes they lay out, whatever the hell it is. So don't worry about that. All right, we're going to get you out of here. My good friend Tom Nusspickle was in the comment section earlier. The band is St. Ricketts at www.stricketts.com. Got a brand new album out, the self-titled St. Ricketts. This is What Fire Cannot Burn. Thank you again to Sushii. Thank you again to Lydia. Thank you again to people like J.D. Wolf and Kinsey King and Freedom Films, my man Derek. Mike Kennedy, of course, for being in the comments section. Josh from Burn the Guild stopping by. Can't wait to see your show Thursday night. Thank you, everybody. Once again, St. Ricketts, where fire cannot burn. www.stricketts. This is the Yo Show. Have a happy Halloween.
Was it truly bliss if the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm pulling
Yeah, I saw that.
anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. To embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the world. Willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot. Fire cannot. Been searching for something, dancing for nothing, losing composure over and over. Truly bliss if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So